Hey everybody, good evening. It is hump day. I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. I am on day 3 of my vacation series for different looks for different vacations that you might be taking this summer. And today I wanted to work on one with you for a mountain getaway. Hey Julie, how you doing? It's funny, growing up, I was always one, as a kid that wanted to go to the beach, somewhere warm. I love to swim. I love to be outside. I love to be in the heat and the ocean or a pool. And I never could understand why people would go somewhere cool or go to the mountains for a vacation. But as I get older, I feel like that is the ideal vacation because it's crazy busy at the resorts and at the beach and at the pools and, the heat and all of that. I feel like the mountains are just such a nice getaway and a retreat. So I can totally understand now. I guess that means I'm getting old. But yeah, it's funny. When I was younger, I'm like, who would go to the mountains? Hey, Stephanie, how are you? But now I can totally get it. So if you are planning a mountain getaway this summer, I wanted to create a look for you that would be a pretty simple. When I think of the mountains, I'm looking for my primer. Okay, we're gonna do some primer. We haven't done primer yet for the beach or the camping or glamping like we did. But I think this one, you're gonna be outside for a while. If you are, say you're going for a hike during your mountain vacation, okay? Because you're up there in nature, you're kind of out there in a retreat, and you've gotten away and you just want to kind of get out and explore a little bit. So we're going to put some primer on to kind of give our makeup some staying power, okay? If you think you're going to be in the sun, which I'm picturing a heavily wooded area, so you're probably not going to get a lot of sun exposure. But if you think you're going to get some sun exposure, put some sunscreen on underneath, okay, just to protect your skin. But okay, I've got my primer, my face primer, and I'm also going to put on some eye primer because I want to do a pretty eye look. Where are you? Find my primer in here. Here it is. Oh, and also I wanted to mention to you guys, and I just happened to see this today. I was on my Younique site, and there's steals and deals. It's a category that they put on there every once in a while for just some really great deals. And there is some stuff on there that is some really great deals right now. They've got the sculpting trio that we did the other night to do the contouring and the highlighting. They've got that on there, and they've got the brush that goes with it. They've got this eye primer. There's a couple of different lipsticks. There's some lip stains, and they're all marked down pretty good. So if there's anything that you think you have been wanting to try and, have kind of hesitated, they're heavily discounted. So now's a good time to try. Okay, so I've got my eye primer, and again, that's a little bit tackier than the face primer, and it's that nude color, so it's going to give my eyeshadow a nice base. It's going to let those colors pop, and it's also going to give it some staying power. So, power. Yeah, I was going to say powder. Power. Okay, so primer, face and eye primer. Okay, so we are in the mountains. We're at a beautiful retreat, summertime, and we're going to go for a hike. I'm picturing the forest. I'm picturing a lot of greens and browns and earth tones. Summertime, so not quite the oranges and reds and golds yet. But let's go ahead and put our foundation on. And I'm going to go with my liquid foundation. We haven't used this yet because we've done BB cream and we've done the finishing powder, but we haven't done any of the liquid foundation. So let's do this. And I wear the color Cashmere. Here's my liquid foundation brush, a couple of drops. Okay, and just like my glamping trip, I printed up a checklist for my mountain trip But the funny thing is I printed this checklist, and I think it might be a little outdated because it had on here something about, what did I see? I thought it would be outdated. Look now. Cell phone and charger, camera and charger, laptop and charger, tablet and charger, video cameras and charger. Okay, most of us just have a phone, and we do all of that on our phone now. So I'm not bringing all that stuff with me. I'm going to bring my phone. I can video on there. I can take pictures on there. I can see what time it is on there. So yeah, forget all that. We don't need to pack all that stuff. Just your charger. So I would say if you're going on a hike, make sure you've got an external charger so that if your phone is getting low, you can add some battery power to it with your external charger. And I was in Walmart the other day, and at the register while I was standing in line, they had an external charger for like $5.88. I was like, what? Those things are that cheap now? And it said it carried up to 2 times a battery charge. So you charge that, and you take a full charged phone with you, and you go on a, half a day hike or whatever, you can charge your phone 2 more times with that little $5 square that you've got in your bag. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so there's my cashmere. Just evened out my skin, and it's so ultra lightweight. I love this foundation. Okay, so we've got our foundation now, and let's go with, oh, who is calling me? Overtime. I already got overtime tomorrow. Want me to work double, I guess. Let's do a little bit of concealer, because you know what? We're going to be under the trees, in the shade, and not a whole lot of light. So I want to look nice and bright and awake, right? If we're in that forest and it's not real sunny, let's try to make ourselves look nice and bright and awake. And you want to do like a V shape here, okay? See how that kind of brightens up my face there? And this is actually the color Satin, which is what I normally wear when I don't have a tan. So it's a shade lighter than my foundation. So it's already going to act as a highlighter because it's a shade lighter. All right, so I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. We have a concealer brush if you prefer to do it that way. Okay, so got a little concealer so I look a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for our hike. All right, let's see. Let's do some brows. I got thinking about it last night. I don't think we did any brows last night, which is fine. You don't have to do them, but I just feel like I'm a little more complete when I fill in my brows a little bit. And I don't know, it depends on how long you guys have been following me, but I actually, back in April for my 50th birthday, I got my eyebrows microbladed. And it's been a godsend because I didn't have basically anything up there. I didn't have a shape to follow. I didn't have anything to frame my face out. And now that I've had this done, and I still need to get them touched up, and that's going to be at the end of August. But it's just been a godsend, because if I happen to not fill them in at all, I still look like I have some brow there. I don't look completely, browless, which was pretty much where I was at. And I would draw them in. I tried a couple of the different products out there with the Maybelline brow brush and, like a mascara and all that. And it, it's okay. I even tried a liquid eyeshadow that is waterproof and all that. But this is my favorite, the brow palette. I even like it better than the pencil, just to fill in. You've got the 2 different shades there. I kind of fill in with this, and then I line it with that. And then the wax is what I'm adding right now, which kind of gives it a little bit of texture so that it looks like there's some hair, because I still have a few little hairs there, so it will pick them up. Hey Jennifer, what's up, girl? Okay. So there's some brows. Got our brows going on. All right, and let's see. I think I'm gonna go with a, let's see, which one is this? This is our Prosperous liner. It's a real pretty green, because I think I want to go with kind of a green and brown theme. Kind of go with the forest with our hike, okay? So I'm just gonna put a little along my lid here. And this is a real pretty green. It's like an emerald. Oh, my kids are freaking out up there, what they're doing. If you just heard that. Okay, see, just added these are so creamy, you really could just dot in there just to give yourself a touch of color. I don't like a heavy liner. I never have. I feel like it kind of drags me down, and it's just too much. And I feel like when I put on a lot of liner, I don't know, it's just too much for me. And I don't know if it's just not used to it or what, but I've never been a heavy liner girl. So, okay, what I thought I might try, I have this foundation. It's called Gingham, and it's a powder foundation, and it's a very dark color. And I thought, for the heck of it, I would try, hey Susan, I would try contouring with this, because it is a much darker shade. Let's see what it looks like here. See that? So I want to try to contour a little bit with our loose powder foundation. If I have the right brush down here. I didn't bring the right brush with me. So you know what? I'm going to use my blush brush. Just a little bit. But I've never tried contouring with this. I just know it's a pretty dark shade for me. So I'm thinking, what the heck? Let's give it a try. It's just one more option. Oh yeah, that works. That works. Go around my hairline here. My chin. And for those of you that maybe took advantage of the Love Your Shade guarantee that we had going on last month, where if your shade was not the correct color, you could get it replaced for free and keep your current shade, you may have a darker shade on hand. And that's always an option for contouring, okay? So that is just something to think about. All right, so that's the contouring with the Gingham powder foundation. I like that. All right, now go ahead and put a little blush on. I've got the color Scandalous, and I usually don't wear a lot of blush, but it does make a difference to give you some color. I did notice in some of my photos that my after photos that I look a little kind of just pale. Even though I have contour and stuff, I need a little pop of color. So I'm going to put just a little on the apples of my cheeks there. And, ooh, we got a, hey, Shelly, what's going on, girl? Way out there in Nevada. Hey, Sherry. Okay, so just give me a little bit more of a rosy look, especially with that concealer under here where it's bright. You want to kind of give some color there too to balance that out. Okay, so I'm liking this so far. I think I'm going to be looking pretty good for our hike. Okay, now let's do some eyeshadow. Let's see. I'm going to go with, I know I've got some, oh yeah, look at these colors here. That's definitely got some golds and greens and browns. Let's go with, let's try the gold on our, so this is called Alive. I have never even tried this gold color. Do this on our lid. It's like a shimmery gold. Oh yeah, and it almost has a little bit of a green tint to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. I may go up here along the brow line just to kind of give a little pop there. All right. Now for my crease, I don't know if we should do crease green and corners brown or crease brown and corners green. What do you think? You guys help me out here for the hike. Maybe crease brown, corners green. Does that sound good? Let's try that. All right, so the crease, get my crease brush here. All right, and this is called Nimble. It's kind of a soft brown. And again, if you have hooded lids, which mature women will start to get that hooded lid, you want to go up a little higher so that you're giving the illusion that your eye is open. Now see, you can see where my crease is here on this eye. But if you take this crease shadow and bring it up a little higher, now look, I'm giving the impression that that crease is way up here, and it makes my eye look so much more wide open, doesn't it? Okay, so remember that you want to go up here a little bit. All right, let's get the other one. And I was born with super dark brown eyes. And sometime in my teens to early 20s, my eyes turned hazel. And it really depends on, like right now they look, once I get, look at this, look at my eyes, okay? They're still pretty dark. Once we get that green shadow on there, I bet you're really gonna see the hazel. It's amazing how they change. So people that tend to have a couple different colors going on in their eyes, they can really manipulate that with their eyeshadow color. All right, and I'm gonna run this brown under here just to kind of soften up that liner. Okay, now Inconceivable, this is not a dark green, okay, it's more of a pale green, but it's a beautiful color. And I have yet to use this, but I've seen it on a lot of my Y sisters, and it's gorgeous. So I'm really excited to try this with you guys tonight. I'm trying to figure out which brush, because I don't want to get too much in there. Let's see. That's too little. All right, let's go with this one. So Inconceivable, green in the corners here. And you want to do kind of like a 7, right? You want to hit that bottom edge of that crease, bring it in on that corner, just to give that a little bit of depth. What do you think of that? I keep wanting to put my brush in my mirror. I am really liking these colors together, you guys. I don't know why they keep calling me for overtime. Maybe they're going to cancel it and I get to keep the day off. All right, I'll call you back. I am busy right now. All right, and now a backward 7 on this eye. You just want to get on the bottom part of that little crease right under that bone and bring it down. And that's the Inconceivable. All right, and now we're just going to take a brush and blend these together. Hey Wes, how's it going, buddy? Watching for some makeup tips. I hope you're not working. It's nasty today. But at least it was overcast. It wasn't really too sunny for a while. All right, and I think I want to throw a little more gold on there because I really like that gold. Where's my brush? I use the gold. Right here. And I'm going to put a little in the corners too to kind of open my eye up. Get that gold going and in the corner. Okay. Okay. What do you guys think? I really like those colors together. And I thought about even adding a little bit of orange. What you could do is if you had this look on for your day hike and you came back and it was time for dinner and you're gonna maybe go to dinner or have some people over to your little chalet and have dinner, you could just add a little bit of orange to brighten it all back up. And you wouldn't have to change your color palette or your makeup. It should last you all day. All right, I'm gonna try, let's go with our Epic. All right, that didn't sound good. Get some lashes going here because you gotta have your lashes. And then we're gonna do some lips and we'll see how we like this look for our mountain vacation. And you guys gotta help me out. Where are we going on vacation tomorrow? All right, we've been to the beach, we've been glamping, we've been on our mountain hike. Where are we going tomorrow? What do you guys do in the summer? I thought about maybe an amusement park or maybe there's a lot of times there's family reunions, weddings. We could do, that's not really a vacation, but if the wedding is out of town, people will make a vacation out of it. So that's another option. Remember, start at the base and roll up with your Epic. You're going to get the best results with it like that. See that? I'm just doing one coat for time reasons, and you can add all of our cosmetics are buildable. Our mascara, our lip stain, our foundation, our eyeshadows, everything. So you can go as subtle as you want or as bold as you want. So if I want to really have those lashes pop, I can just keep right on adding coats. It's not going to clump. It's still going to wash off with soap and water. And I'm going to get that bang. Put it just a little on my bottom lashes, just so you know they're there, but I don't coat them heavily. Okay, so there's that. So now lips. I thought I would try, where's my, okay, we're gonna exfoliate first because that's when you're gonna get your best results. And if you're up in the mountains and it's a little bit drier air, cooler at night, your lips are going to dry out a little bit. So let's get our exfoliator on here, which is like a chalky paste. It tastes yummy. It's got some grit in it. And once you wipe your lips off, they are smooth. You get so much, I mean, it's healthier, but you get a better result from our lip products because you don't have the cracks and the lines. And before I started using the exfoliator, I would try the lip stains and be like, forget it, because it would just settle in the cracks in my lips. But once you exfoliate and smooth all that out, you're not going to have that problem anymore. Okay, and I don't have anything to wipe my lips off with. So I'm gonna just take a piece of paper and that's basically it. And now they're smooth as can be. Okay, I think I want to go with that kind of that orange theme we were talking about. So this is called Peachy. This is our lip liner. And let me sharpen that up a little bit. So seriously, you guys got to tell me, where are you going on vacation this summer? I know with the airlines getting these confirmed tickets for all their employees that people have been taking fabulous vacations. And like, for example, Peggy, if you're on here, Peggy went to Croatia with her sons, and the pictures she took were phenomenal. I never would have even considered going there, but it looked just beautiful. Some friends went to Ireland. Sherry, you were on here earlier. Her and her husband go all over, like Bulgaria, and I just crazy, like places that you just kind of hear about, but you don't even imagine ever visiting, and it's just amazing. And they have a ball. They went to Finland last year and went on the dog sled. I mean, we got some awesome vacations going on. Okay, so I've just lined my lips with this peach liner. And I could just fill them in and then go over them with a clear bonbon and be done. But I think I want to go ahead and, let's see, do we want to do, you know what, let's stay with the hydrating theme and keeping our lips moist, because the mountains can tend to get a little bit dry. So let's go with the Livid lip gloss. Okay, so I got the peach liner, and I'm gonna go with the Livid lip gloss. Whoops, lip gloss to kind of give us that rusty appearance. Okay. So there's that, and I think that kind of brings out the brown that I had on my crease. All right, so let's just finish up with some setting powder. I've been using the setting spray, but they both do the same thing. It's just a matter of preference. So the powder, it's just a clear, translucent powder. Just take a nice big poofy brush and just kind of want to dab it around. I'm going to put it over my shadow. I can even put it over my lips a little bit. And that will set my makeup so that when we go on our hike, it is there for the long haul. So there you go. We are set for camping. I've got my checklist here. I've got my hiking shoes if we're going to go for a hike. I've got extra socks. I've got Band-Aids for those blisters that I might get. I've got my bug spray. I've got my hand sanitizer. I've got my snacks. I got my pepper spray, so if we come across any bears, I can spray them and probably just tick them off and make them attack me. But bottled water, coffee, and I wanted to show you guys my cool little mug. Look at this Bad Girl Coffee. Little metal mug, because I'm thinking, you know, you gotta have this. It's like a camping, mountain, hiking girl thing, right? Okay, you guys, now please don't forget, comment, give me some ideas. Where do you go on vacation in the summer? What kind of looks would you like to see? We've hit the beach and poolside. We've hit our glamping. We've hit our mountains. There's got to be some other looks that we can create, okay? So everybody have a great rest of your hump day, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.